Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. We are once again on Curse, and finally I have some escalations to show you. I had a really good night last night. I ran refuges and hideaways for about an hour, and I got some escalations, so let's take a look. I'm going to get these run before they expire. So here we go. Two of them we can't do. So Hadley's and this one, we can't actually do these. Well, we can, but I'm not going to go to low sec to do them. So we're going to go ahead and run these two. And I'll run them in order of expiration. So we'll start with this one. And we'll just actually put both of them here. And actually what we'll do is we'll see what the optimized route. So we've got our route. You can see it's like 24 total jumps. If we optimize, I think it is optimized to that point. Yeah, so there we go. So we're going to run out and do these. I'm going to do them in my Confessor. You guys haven't seen this guy yet. I like flying the Confessor. It may not be the most optimal way to do these. I mean, you can do them in a Vexor or a VNI. I used to sometimes do them in my Gila, as usual. But I'm going to give it a try in my Confessor as well. I don't think it'll be a problem. But let's show you the fit real quick. I kind of fit this up as a multi-purpose ship. So we got two auxiliary nano pumps, a 1 and a 2. I don't know why I bought a 2, but it happened. There's supposed to be ones, I accidentally bought a 2, it's fine. And a capacitor recharger 2, or a small capacitor control circuit 2, to get as our cap. 4 times small focused beam laser 2s, right now with multi-frequency, but I do carry the T2 ammo for it, Aurora and Gleam, as well as radio. The nice thing about the T1 crystals, for those that don't know, is that they don't take damage, so they never run out. So your Multifrequency S and your Radio S will last forever. The T2 and the faction ones, so like the Navy issue ammo, they take damage. I don't know if it'll show it here somewhere. Anyway, when you put it on, you can see that there's damage, and eventually they wear out. So I only use them to fight the bigger stuff. So if we need to take out like a battle cruiser, or we want to quickly take out, for example, a structure, I'll use the Tech 2. I do have an expanded probe launcher on here. This allows me to use core probe scanners as well as combat scanners. So the idea being that in high sec you could scan down drones and go pick them up if you want to do that instead of fighting for a little bit. Monopropellant Afterburner, again to save some cap stability, and 2 cap rechargers. I had to go down to the meta ones. Tech 2s would have put my CPU over, so I just dropped down one. It's fine, so we're still stable. Capelli A-type small armor repairer, Tech 2 damage control, energized adaptive nanomembrane, so this gives us 23% armor resist across the board right here. And then 2 heatsink 2s for a little bit extra damage, and that's it. I left this slot empty for now. I haven't decided what I want to put in there. Don't have a whole lot of room, so we'll see. And that's that. So for you new guys, if you don't know what a Tech 3 cruiser or a Tech 3 destroyer is, these are called tactical destroyers, or Tech 3s. The fun thing about them is they have 3 modes. So right now, these are my stats in propulsion mode, so I get a 66% bonus to Afterburner and micro warp drive speed on top of the ship bonuses, and a 33% to inertial modifier, so I can align faster. And then you can go into sharpshooter mode. Come on. 66% bonus to small energy turret optimal range, 33% to energy turret damage, 100% to sensor strength and targeting range, so you can target it longer and faster, 66% sensor dampener and weapon disruptor resistance, so when Serpentis try to damp you, I'm 66% more resistant to it than normal. And then defensive mode, as you can probably guess, 33% bonus to all armor resistances, 33% reduction in ship signature radius, so we're harder to hit. And if you watch, like we have lowest is like 60% almost, we go here, boom, and we jump up to 70s, 80, so we can get a little more extra defense out of it. The cool thing is the ship does change shape, so I'll play with that while we're in space, because you don't see it. Well, it did it here, but we didn't really see it. Plates moved into place and things closed up. You can see it here, and I click propulsion mode, these plates are going to open up. Does it do it in this window? Yeah, you can see sliding. And in sharpshooter mode, you'll see. Alright, so let me go ahead and we're going to go get ourselves into this first system and do one site on camera. We'll see how long that takes. And then I'll either do the second site on camera or I'll just show the loot. I didn't make a whole lot of loot on these sites. I got a few Shadow Serpentis spawns, but nothing more than a couple of million. So It's all good. And yeah, there we go. So you can see how fast he went into warp pretty quick for a destroyer. If you're an Omega, these are great little ships. I can fly 3 of the 4. I can't fly the Minmatar one yet. Just haven't bothered training it. But let me get in grid and I'll bring you guys back. Alright. And here we are in system with the Escalation. So we're going to go ahead and warp to it and get this party started. Click on it, warp to location. So get in the habit of using the agency window. They moved escalations from the, well, they're still in the journal technically, but eventually they're going to move out of here and just be available here. So I might as well get used to using it. I'm going to go ahead and warp to that site. We got Navy Megathron from somebody. Oh, they're doing what they do. I'm going to go ahead to this site. While we're en route, I usually switch to sharpshooter mode, so let's try to get a good angle. You can see things full out holding out, sensors coming out. It's all pretty cool. So we're going to max DPS mode. I am going to go straight for the structure in the first room. We should be landing right on the gate, so that's fine. And we are cap stable, so usually once my shields get down to about here, I just run the repper, and it holds us up pretty well if we need it. Usually in the hideaways and refuges and even the dens a bit, I don't usually get into armor too much. There's our target. We're going to go ahead and orbit it at like, oh, what's our range on? Is that the one? That's the long range. We want the short range. Gleam, just the white one. So we want to get in within like 6. So I'm just going to set orbit to 7.5. That'll get us close enough. And let's start shooting these guys on our way in. Switch to multi-frequency for that. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. These guys. And they shoot within 16, so we'll get this guy. We'll just sort of clear some of them out until we get in on that structure. And we're going to blitz it. I'm going to pick up the... So this is the supply traffic management site building. So in a narcotics warehouse, you blow up the building, you can pick up a pass key. The pass key allows you to unlock the security corridor, which is one of these two. This is the security corridor without killing all the rats. If you want to go through the other gate, the check-in tunnel, you have to kill all the rats. That's not good. I don't want to bounce. Damn it. I'm going to get a little closer to that thing, and then we'll take it out. We can take out everything, so it doesn't matter. It's pretty quick with this guy. These Tech 3 destroyers are pretty sweet. Okay, one more kill, and then we'll switch the guns. Alright, oh, we'll give it one more. You're going to get me closer. 10. 9, perfect. We can go to Gleam, which is our highest DPS. Closer range ammo. And we're going to take out this building. And you can see we're starting to take a bit of damage here, which is fine. Most of our tank actually happens in the armor section, so I'm not too worried about shields. No, orbit this. Derp. Because I had double click to try to avoid bouncing. I forgot to set my orbit again. Can I orbit? Oh, it's blowing up. Perfect. We're going to go get the case with all of our stuff. We are in range. Oh, I didn't want to use Gleam on these guys. I got to switch to multi-frequency so I'm not wasting my charges. Because you can see when I hover over it, just up towards the top, 4% damaged already. And that was a fresh crystal a couple days ago. So I'm going to just kill stuff while we close in because might as well get the bounties for it since we're here anyways, and the multi-frequency crystal will not go away, so it doesn't really cost us anything. Loot all. We're going to head to the security gate, that one. And since we don't have drones, we can just go straight to jumping it, and we'll just kill stuff on the way. If you want to go faster, you can switch to propulsion mode. I'm going to bounce off that, aren't I? Yeah, stupid thing, get up. And this is what happens if you don't pay attention to where you actually are. Gotta watch your positioning, but that's okay. The next 2 rooms, I believe, if I remember correctly, we have to kill everything. Yes, there's 2 more rooms where we kill everything, and then a final pocket. So the final pocket is where it's all at. So we'll go in here. And for this room, we'll see what range they start at. We might switch to radio, depending on if they're over 16 kilometers away to start or not. There's the security chief. He drops the good loot, and you definitely want to kill him and take it. And we are going to... I think we're going to go this way. This way. We will... Nope, we'll switch to radio. for range. The nice thing also about laser crystals is they switch and reload automatically, like instantly. So once your cycle is done, you can switch ammo really fast, which is of help. Turn on the Afterburner. And we're just going to try to kite these guys around. I'm going to go from the tactical and use my Q. So I want to get used to that. So we can do like this. Set a destination. You got to remember to reset it, because once you get there, you will stop. And you can see how many guys there are here, but we're not going to have any trouble, I promise. This guy's getting a little close. This guy's getting a little close. We'll get him next. And the radio shoots out to like 45 kilometers, so you can see it's one or two shotting everything. If we switch to multi-frequency or Gleam, we could get in closer and kill him quicker, but there's no need. We'll start closing in on the gate as stuff dies. We're out here. We can tank a little better out here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these guys are a little far, so we'll leave them for now, and we'll take these guys out. And just F1ing through. So in this room, again, we kill everything. We are going to loot the cruiser wreck because they have a chance of dropping Serpentis modules, Shadow Serpentis modules, which are good and sometimes valuable. And so that's what we're going to do. But yeah, in this second room here, we just clear everything. Once again, you can do this in a Vexor, probably no problem. I've never tried a Vexor, but a Vexor Navy issue for sure. Let's get rid of this gun because it's probably the thing doing any damage to us at all. Hey. And I like blowing up the buildings just to get them off because they can shoot a lot further and do a lot more damage. So they're trying to dampen us. I don't know what my target range is, but it's okay. We seem to be holding out to 60 kilometers so far, so not too worried apparently. We'll blow up that building. We'll go back to frigates, get these guys targeted up because they're the next closest. We'll watch where we are compared to our target destination. Once we get to about here, I'm going to go this way, and we're just going to kind of manually orbit the whole mess and pick them off. These guys are getting a little close. We'll get rid of them. There we go. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll split these guns as well. But I find because I'm switching ammo a lot, it's nice just to have them on one. We could do that though. If we hold shift and split them out, we can do things like 1 and 2. There you go. And then 1. We're going to go Q, go to like here. 2, we'll just keep picking these guys off and rolling through it. Alright, so the first one's kind of to give you an idea how long it takes. We're going to go for a quick, full speed blast through, so we're going to just kill the triggers that finish things, get the loot we need to clear them out, and then we're going to move on. So like we got the traffic control office in the first room, the second 2 rooms are full clears, that's all there is to it. The final room, you kill the structure, as I'll show you, loot the box that drops, and then get out, and the site's done. And that's how I do these. I don't bother doing full clears anymore. I'll do full clears if I have someone coming around behind me and salvaging, or if I want to salvage them for rig parts, which will be coming up now. My industry director's kind of getting on my ass about it, so he wants more rig stuff. And yeah, so I'll probably in the future here do some, but I'll do those off camera because you guys don't need to see that. I'm going to switch to multi-frequency because this guy's under our guns, so I'm going to just wipe him out. Back to radio, real quick. Oops, no. Damn it. Back to radio. Let me put that gun on him while we wait. Can you stop? Thank you. And target these last few guys. We're going to have to get closer to them, so let's see where they are. They are way over there, so we're kind of already on that way, but let's go like this. Actually, while we're here, let's just orbit this guy at 5. We'll switch both to Gleam. And we will target him. And once we're under 9, we can start shooting. So you can see we whipped around, so we got a little slowed down, but that's okay. And there we go. You can see we'll make short work of this cruiser here in a moment. And then we'll go after these guys with radio because they're closing in. Beautiful. And where's your wreck? There it is. Could have used here as well. That's a wreck we definitely want to loot. I'm going to go back to radio. And we'll shoot these guys, the closer one first. Let's just wipe them out. We'll shoot this guy. That guy. That guy. Shadow Serpentis direct, loot it. What do we get? Nothing. And we'll go approach this gate because we're about to jump it. And we'll just do that. Close this. Jump gate. So you saw that went pretty quick. Don't need anything super fancy. I mean, this one's a little fancy. It was 170 million because I put the T2, the two T2 rigs on it. I built it off an old fit. I adjusted some of it, and I forgot to switch those 2 rigs to Tech 1s just for cost savings. But whatever, it'll do. It certainly does the trick. You know what I mean? Here's the guy we're going to want to kill. So we're just going to orbit. We're going to start by just orbiting him at 10 for now. I'm not too worried about him. We're going to take out these structures. How far out are they? We need to switch that. We're on radio. We can't reach with radio. We're going to go to Aura. Aura reaches out to like 50. And we'll be able to start shooting them here momentarily. Afterburner on. You can see we've barely touched our shields on this ship. It's a great little boat. I like doing them in jackdaws and hecates. I've never flown as people. I'll have to train that one day. Just is what it is. It's never bothered. So we can start applying damage to this guy. These ones I've actually used a lot more, so they're probably at like, yeah, they're almost half done. 46%, 40%. So, but you can see they do a lot more damage, so it's worth it to get those guys going. And then we'll just switch to radio for these guys. Now, once I start orbiting, I'm going to take less damage. You can see I took a bit there. I'm going to switch these to radio just to save on ammo costs. Whoops, it didn't trigger. It's okay, misclicked. And that's okay, because we haven't even hit our actual tank yet, so I am not worried. Did this get funnied? It did. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we got to kill these guys. Can I wipe that? I'm going to finish that guy off with 1. I said 1. I'm going to switch this to multi-frequency and get these closer guys. Switch that to multi-frequency. What's there out to? 16? Yeah. And we'll turn our armor repper on now, because it actually repairs at the end of the cycle, so you'll see it catches as it finishes. Instead of at the start like with shields, and holy crap, I flew right in. Probably shouldn't have. I'm going to actually go for some range here. I mean, the tank should hold, but I forgot that that cruiser is like right in the middle of the pack, so I just basically dove into the entire pack of frigates. Tank's holding no problem, but just do it right. So that's the type of thing, you gotta watch what you're doing. Type of thing that can get you losing a ship if you're not careful. The one time in my level 4 missions running with the Gila, I almost lost it. Got it into hull before I finally got out. I ran into some space debris and stopped the ship and was no longer speed tanking the battleships for, you know, a couple of seconds. Bad news. No, go there. 1, 2. Thank you. There we go. So now we're getting some distance. We're going to go ahead and continue what we were doing. We're going to do manual orbiting. That's what I should have done from the beginning. We do have sentry guns, but everything's missing us, so that's fine. We'll probably switch to radio here in a minute. Got a couple that are under 16. We'll see here. Actually, they're closing in pretty fine, so that's alright. They're not really breaking through my shields anymore, but since we're cap stable, we'll run the repper until we get up to about half, or well, a quarter. But yeah, so this is it. This is room. This is the second full clear pocket. So after this is the actual warehouse that we have to blow up. I'm gonna go out to like here. 1, target up some more. You can see how fast I'm actually targeting these frigates compared to a cruiser. It's just the other reason I like doing it with these Tech 3 destroyers. Jackdaws are really good if you're gonna do stuff like this because you can select damage type a little easier. I mean, we're thermal, which is the secondary Serpentis damage type, so it's not so bad. But if you're going to go and do like, I wanted to do all 4 races, you might want to do like a jackdaw with missiles, so you can switch to explosives and EM when you hit those areas. Hiccup, sorry, that's weird. Alright, that's not a problem. Now we got this. Now we go ahead and orbit this guy. And we'll do it at 5 this time. And then we'll just switch to radio to kill... Oh, that guy's too far out. Let's switch to radio. We'll get him with that. Switch this one to radio. We'll get him with that. And we're taking a little bit of damage, so we'll have to watch for our shields to drop off. There we go. Kill that guy. Can I put both guns? There we go. There. There. And we'll just watch our orbit, make sure it's not taking us through any of these structures, and we'll be good here. So this guy's missing us pretty readily now that we're in close and going fast. So we'll just take out this, take out this. Tank seems to be holding again, so let's just turn that off. Not that it matters. It's a good habit to get into for when you build non-cap stable fits, micromanaging your modules. So I do it even when I'm cap stable. If it doesn't need to be running, I try not to run it. We don't want radio on this guy. We're up close and personal. We're going to go ahead and switch to Gleam. It's going to take me a while to get back used to the colors. I used to just, because white are the close range and red are further out and so on, but it's been a while since I've flown this guy, the Confessor, in anything but PvP, so go back to multi-frequency. I'm going to loot his wreck because he's the one that can possibly have good drops. Turn this off. Give me the wreck. And then we'll go jump the gate into the final room. The final room's going to be interesting. Damn it. We'll wait till we're going to go up like this so we can get above these buildings, like over here. So if we don't go straight to it, we're not going to hit this structure over here and get all annoyed. Close that. In fact, we're going to switch to start with Aurora, so we can do damage as we close in, and then we'll switch to Gleam as we get under 10. That's what we're going to do. That'll maximize our damage. And if these die, I'll buy new ones. It's not a big deal. I don't do this for efficiency. I do it because it's fun. But pretty much anything cruiser and up, Tech 3 destroyers are very close to cruisers in their abilities in most aspects, except for not being able to fit medium guns, but can't have everything, right? So I'm going to orbit this guy at, come on, orbit at 5. Target him. Afterburner on. And we're up to 52, so we'll wait a second till we get under 50, and then we'll just start laying into him. There we go. And there's a lot of guys, so we are going to take some damage, so we will watch. And if we have to pull range and start killing some stuff, I don't see anything I'm overly worried about. There's no missile turrets, missile sentries. And so that's fine. And yeah, so we kill the stronghold and we get his loot. We might even kill it before we get within the range, but that's okay. It's going to get hot. We're diving in. And we'll just watch our damage. Yeah, we're going to get him already into armor here. You can see the panel over here lighting up, but that's okay. As I said, our tank doesn't really even start till here, so it's just a sort of a demonstration of the power of these cruisers because they're small. And I'm not using a micro warp drive, so I'm not signature bloomed. They have problems tracking me. Like there's a guard, he's missing me completely. I'm flying straight line. So yeah, love these things. All right. Actually, we should have kept it up, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and let's turn this on. We'll keep this going for a few seconds until we get under 10. I was gonna switch to multi-frequency, but so you can see, boom. So far, no problem. All right, stop those. Gleam. And continue. So we're still holding full. It gets us to about there, 10th. And we're going to start orbiting here in a second. Where the real danger is going to be is in the grabbing of the loot part. So we'll be switching to propulsion mode so we can grab the loot and go. And we're going to go to probably this. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. I'll try to cut that out. If I forget, I apologize. Alright, so we're getting there. Half structure. Tank's holding fine because we're in our proper tank now. And circle, 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 circle. Come on. Beautiful. We'll start actually going this way. Because the container drops over here somewhere. Not this. And once it's dead, we can do this. We'll just switch to this. This should be a new container here. This one. And we'll hold tank. We got our propulsion mode on, so we're going to align and travel faster. And ready to jump. And I'm just going to leave everything here because we're not looting any, we're salvaging. There goes the building out of our way. Nice big explosion. Tank is holding. That's good. I'm actually surprised how well the tank is holding. I wasn't expecting it just to phase tank the whole room like that. I thought I was going to have to pull out, but I'm glad to see it doesn't. Oh. Shit, I forgot. This is the one you do have to clear everybody. Well, what the... No, it shouldn't have to be. Alright, fine. I think it's this guy. So we'll just start clearing the room. I am sorry, I forgot about that. I'm going to start clearing some of this DPS off. I think you have to kill the cruiser. I'll have to look that up. It's been a while. We're going to do this. We're going to first get some distance on us. And you can see our tank now because I stopped. Well, it'll catch up though. And we'll just keep shooting these guys until they're out past 16, and then we'll switch to radio and continue to shoot them. Yeah, there we go. Speeds up. Alright. I could swear this was the one. Alright. This is the guy we need right here. So now that our tank is holding, we can do this. Q. And we'll take this guy out real quick. I'm pretty sure he's the one. That was weird. And hopefully I don't have to clear the whole room. That was a derp on my part. I should have done the research. It's been, you know, a bit. Alright. He's almost dead. That's fine. Our tank is recovered. We'll probably go try to grab the loot once again. There's no loot there, so that's fine. We'll kill these guys on our way in, but we are going to go for it again. So, where is it? It's not showing up on here. It is military supply container, this one. And we're just going to keep clearing the room as we go for it. That was funny. So there you go. You saw how my tank took quite a deeper hit because I was realigning. Pretty sure that was the guy we had to kill. And they're behind me now, so that's kind of cool. Because they followed me out. We'll kill that sentry gun too. Why not? Put the other gun on it. Tank's back to holding, so I'm happy there. Woo. You can see we're getting almost half armor, but that's okay. Mistakes were made. This is Eve. Yeah, cannot access it. You gotta clear the room. I was not aware. That is funny. I didn't clear the room last time I did it, I swear. I know for a fact I didn't clear it last time I did it. With my Gila. Okay, I'll clear the room. That's not a problem. I'll have to look at the notes. There's probably a specific guy we gotta kill. Hopefully we'll get something super cool, like a Daredevil BPC would be awesome to nab, just to have it. The only way to get the Daredevil BPCs is from Serpentis loot. So that would be pretty sweet. I'd sell it. I don't think I'd build it. Though I could fly a Daredevil, I don't have a need for one. Another one would be one of the implants that you can get from these sites. They're worth, you know, depending on which tier of implant, up to like 300 million. It would be nice to get one of those to sell. So I can buy my mission battleship from that. But mostly I like doing these sites. I find them very relaxing, and I do them in different things. I am going to try them in an assault frigate, just because. I might do a Galente, maybe an Ishker, maybe. So we can bring drones, or I might do it in a retribution, just for the fun of it. Because I like to fly things. I like to have different ships and just fly them and see what they can do. So we're getting out to 16. We're getting out to the range of the limit of the deal here. So I'm going to turn this way and go past these cannons over here. Tank is back to holding. I can't believe it. I know for a fact I didn't kill him before. I'm going to have to look it up. I'll look it up between this and the next one and let you guys know when I'm showing you the loot from the last site, but I could swear you didn't have to do a full clear before. Okay. Come on, kill him. They're getting out trying to the edge, so you gotta use both guns now to really apply to them. Your full damage. There we go. Yeah, switch to radio. Let's go get that loot now. Rex. There. Give me that. Let's make sure I didn't miss the right one. That might be it, actually. The cargo container might be the one we needed, but the military container might have something since it was locked. And I don't think I've ever actually looted it, to be fair. Oh, that's awesome. We'll see what happens here. I could have swore, but it might be this one that we were supposed to. Not that one, the other one. Alright, well, that's okay. We cleared the room pretty quickly. Anyways. Oh, yeah, no. Military supply was just ammo. That was dumb. So it was the other one. So there you go. Mistakes were made. Let's just see. This one is the one, I think. Where are you? Over there. Yeah, that would be the loot. So the locked container had some ammo in it. There we go. Ooh, look what we got. Okay. Let's just kill this guy quick. He's gonna die. Show you what we got. Open up our loot. We don't need those light missiles. So we got a Corelli A-type small armor ripper, which I don't know if that's the same one we're using. We might switch to it if it isn't. We got a couple little guns. We got the Corelli A-type 1 meganewton afterburner. So just from this one site, we just pulled 60 million and a hair and a bit. 61. Why aren't you shooting at him? And also this one, 2 million, 1 million. So these are get every time. These are your luck drops. I got 2, which is nice. 60 mil worth. All total for this site, I've looted 65 million estimated value. And there we go. So I'm gonna quick. So yeah, that was my mistake. I didn't have to clear the room. I had to get I was just trying to get the wrong container. That happens. Not perfect. Oh, Yadema. Are you sure? Okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and fly us to the next site. I will bring you back once I'm killing the structure and looting the proper container this time and getting out. And we'll bring you right back and we'll see what we bought for these 2 sites. I spent maybe an hour collecting them. I got lucky and pulled 2. And I'm going to spend about an hour running them, maybe a little more. So 2 hours worth of work. We'll see what we get for that. And I'll be right back. Alright, and here we are in the final room. We are going to do it right this time by looting the correct container. And we need to get in within 50, so we will do that. Afterburner on. And we're going to orbit this baby at 5k. And we'll get in there. This thing is now in range, so we'll start shooting with Gleam. Or Aura, sorry, Aura S, Aurora. I can say these words, Aurora. And we'll switch to Gleam when we get within 10. And then we'll blow this up, loot the correct container, and get out. And we'll see what our loot looks like after 2 of these sites. Look, I never claim to be perfect. Mistakes are made. That's part of Eve, and I don't think me showing you my mistakes is a negative thing. It happens. Especially new players who don't know what they're doing. And you need to be comfortable with that. I am. And there you go. So I really messed up that first one because I forgot the name of the container and made it based on assumptions. Though I did figure it out in the end, which means we'll be better suited for this mess going forward. I'm actually going to do this. Now we do know my tank can hold, so that's fine. We just got to remember to turn on our repper about now. That's good. So it basically cycles just as we're about to hit as we're taking armor hits, which is beautiful, exactly when you want it. You can see we're doing like 500 damage per shot currently. We're going to flip these over after this last cycle. There. And we're going to switch to Gleam and continue shooting. Now we're doing 900, so there you go. And we'll get this thing dead as we can. We'll get the loot and we'll get out, and then we'll see what we made for. If I look at the recording time before edit, it's about an hour plus my hour of previous work, so we'll see what we can make for, say, 2 hours worth of work. For a previous site would have been a little bit quicker if I hadn't screwed up. This one also went fast because I already had the traffic control key. And so he's almost dead, so let's go up this way. We're just gonna manually pilot to make sure we don't bounce off things. And we'll we'll watch. You should actually see it pop, the new container, momentarily. Structures doesn't get in our way. Watch the explosion like this. Nope, I see what I'm doing. We're good. Alright, this will be the one right here. Cargo container? Yep, right there. So we'll whip around, we'll loot that. I should have been shooting these guys, to be honest. I could have watched the explosion, but I didn't want to. Need to get this thing looted. Ah! Blinding by the light. Blinding. There he is. We're going to go ahead and switch to this. And loot. And loot. And we'll warp out to this guy. We're in prop mode so we can get the... Look at this. Woo! Taking the heat because we're not moving. That's okay. The nice little repper helped. So it is a Corpii A-type. So I'm wondering if that's better or worse than what we looted. This one, I remember, was in the same price range when I bought it as what we could sell that one for. So it might be worth... We'll probably sell this one cheaper, but... Alright. And we'll just wait to anchor up and let's see what we got. Turn that off. Sight should be gone in a minute. It'll disappear from there in a few minutes. Anyways, let's open our loot. We'll stack all just in case. And so it's basically here down. We made 70 mil for 2 hours worth of work, 30 mil an hour. That is not terrible. I mean, it's not LSEC levels, and it does rely a bit on luck, but that's kind of why I like it, the kind of lottery effect of it. I seem to have missed one of these, or it didn't drop. It's entirely possible. Oh no, because I skipped the first room. I didn't blow up the structure. That's right. I just went straight to the gate. That's why. They're not worth that much anyway, so no biggie. Oh, it is a Corelli A-type. That's this one. No, sorry. Corelli A-type small armor repper. And a Corpii A-type. So let's do show info. And do a quick compare. Some attributes. Don't worry about heat damage for now. 15% duration. 180, but the base is 135. So the one we bought is a little bit better, and the hit points repaired, so that's fine. So we'll sell that one, and we'll keep the other one we have. We could keep this armor hardened, this thermal plating, to put down in place of our adaptive, but if we ever got an adaptive, I'd consider that. We could look at switching this out, but if I remember correctly, the reason I don't have one of these is because it was going to take too much CPU. Let's just see here. Can I just... Yeah, see, it puts our CPU over, so that's why I didn't do that. And so there you go. We made 70 million for a couple hours work. Not bad. Not bad. And I'd like doing this over missions most of the time because I can fly... I like flying smaller ships. And I can do silly things like trying an assault frigate. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video, including my mistake at the beginning. It was a lot of fun to make those mistakes and remember how to do these sites. I went into it blind on purpose. I could have done the research ahead of time and done it 100% correctly, but it's not necessary. Once you get a gist of how the site works, it's fun just to go and do them. And there you go. So if you did like the video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and fly safe. I'm out of here.